What if I told you your divine feminine wasn't broken, your masculine is offline? Come on in today for your daily transmissions. My name is Jenna, and today we're diving into divine feminine and masculine within us. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. Yes, we do. This is not about a gender. This is not about male, female. This is about the energies of divine masculine or masculine energy and feminine, and that within us, and that divine union within us being in balance so that one doesn't throw the other off. So today specifically, the message that's coming in, the transmission is about this divine feminine being in balance within the masculine, which holds space for that feminine to flow and play and be what it does best. And so what happens is, and what I have experienced in my own life and what I've seen is this masculine energy, the one that can typically flow into control and being overbearing, or the need or feeling a necessity to protect based on survival. Now, this is the imbalance. The balance side of the masculine is all about presence and holding the container and being held. So when we look at why this feminine energy is not in flow and maybe even moving into that hyper independent space, a lot of the times it's because it's unresolved trauma around survival. What do I have to do to survive so that I make sure I'm good? And if I'm good, the stories that still play, at least that they say, if I'm good, that's because that's the result of me protecting myself. The truth is that we are the ones that cultivate safety within ourselves now. Of course, there are times and places and in the past where maybe things were not safe physically, emotionally, spiritually. And so these stories just continue to play over in our head. And then it says, I need protection. I need to survive. And so that really throws off the balance within us. Because at the end of the day, where we want to get to and when we're in our power, we're in a space where we're able to hold ourselves, where we know we're safe. And then we flow. We flow and play and allow our intuition to guide us. And we trust, right? So that's the key pieces here, is being held and safety. So when we're looking to flow into divine feminine in that intuition and guiding in that space, where do we have opportunities to create safety within ourselves, to hold ourselves? I hear a lot of things out there where someone's holding space for you, right? And a lot of times people say, well, what does that mean? Okay, so it's about presence. It's about honoring the emotions, honoring the space that's needed, and not judging. Holding that space, though, for ourselves is key. This is where everything changed for me, where I learned how to cultivate safety within, where I start to rewire my brain and move through the ideas that, or even the experiences and the traumas and where I wasn't safe. So cultivating that safety within, stepping into this new way of being. So how do I know that whether or not am I feeling safe or am I not? How do I know? Well, am I putting up my guards? Is my heart open and flowing? Am I trusting, right? It's not about trusting someone else, because someone else can do whatever they want to do. It's out of our control. But do I trust myself to drop into my knowing and move in a new direction and path if that is what is needed? It's all about that. Because if I trust myself, then I will create safety within me and around me. And that is the only experience that I will have, right? Being in that space. So that is holding space for myself. That is cultivating safety within, trusting that I know exactly where I need to be, right? So when you look at now, I'm starting to do these things. I'm starting to trust. I'm starting to understand when I need to bounce, when I need to go. This is not a right situation for me. And it doesn't even need to be like dire safety, right? It's just a matter of following that space. If I feel like I'm not in the right space, move, right? And it doesn't need to be a life or death situation, but it's all about cultivating our own container. And when we hold our own container and see that we have the power to let in or let out of the container, then the actual illusion is that I don't need to protect myself, right? There's sometimes the walls go up with the heart. The guards go up. I need to protect myself. I need to make sure I'm all good. What's actually happening is that we're not letting in anything. So if I know that I'm fully safe and I can get out of any situation, then I can let my walls down. And when I let my walls down, I allow myself to receive, right, that feminine flow and receive the highest and most aligned experiences. And again, I trust that I will redirect my path if I need to. So I don't need to protect. And now, what do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? We have perfect opportunity for divine flow. And what does divine feminine want? It wants to just be. Let's just be, right? Be and flow. Allow ourselves to be receptive to that information coming in. Gather intuition. Not gather, but know the intuition that's coming in is for my highest good. And it's not ego trying to protect. It's actually fully aligned. It's fully calm. It's fully peaceful. And now I can flow and play however seems fit. So when you look at yourself, I'll leave you with this. When you look at yourself and you see that what you want is not coming in and that you seem like it seems like no one has your back, or things don't seem to go your way, or the opportunities don't seem to come in, right? Are we receptive, or are we actually protecting ourselves from the past that's running in our body? So let yourself drop into that safety, and ultimately, the transmission coming in today is about divine union within self, divine feminine and masculine energies merging and blending, and trusting in Source, Universe, God, yourself, that you know the right direction for your highest good and you know when to bounce. If you enjoyed this today, hit that like, follow, and save. Bye for now.